Now in today's video, we're taking a look at the GVM 880RS lighting solution. I do most of my backgrounds in this room, as you can see, and I also have this specific backdrop. But when we're shooting in other rooms, like for example, our media center where we shoot our projector reviews, or we shoot things in our 3D lab, I really have difficulty having the right lighting solution. And we've been actually looking for a 3-light system. And the cool thing about this is that this specific solution that we're talking about can be controlled either having one of the lighting solutions, one of the dials that controls all your lights, or you can control it via an app. And not only is it going to give you the same settings on all your devices, but it also has the ability to be multicolored. So it gives you kind of some dramatic looks, especially if you're going to be taking photography. So when the folks from GVM reached out and said, hey, would you like to test this product out and see what your thoughts are? I said, absolutely yes, I've been looking for something like this because we had that specific need. So we've been shooting all our videos, so especially when you look at some of the 3D printing videos that you've seen on the channel, or even some of the photos that you see for the thumbnails on the channel have all been using this system for lighting. Matter of fact, that's what you're seeing right now. It's the same lighting solution we're using here. So really have I would say an objective opinion about what these lights are capable of. So let's talk a little bit about the features and why you'd be considering something like this. Now the GVM 880RS are dimmable and provide daylight at 3200 to 5600 Kelvin. They're solid, they're made out of an aluminum material. The stands are lightweight, but they're also very sturdy. And they have the maximum height of 6.5 inches. Now, a folded height, which makes it incredibly easy to transport, is of 3 feet. And they come in a real nice travel case. So, one of the things that we do is during the holidays, we'll set up a photo booth, so that people can take, their own photos. And this gives us the ability not only to use it in studio or on different locations, but it also gives us the ability to take it with because of the bag and how transportable these are. Now, like we mentioned, the GVM 880RS are made out of an aluminum alloy material, right? And the overall quality that you're looking for is a CRI of 96+. Now, one light, as I mentioned, can control all the other lights. So you can actually connect them together and have one of them be kind of like the controller of all the others. They also have an app, and that app is Android-based. And while it also is iOS-based, one of the things that I'll find is that it's been a little buggy for us, but it does give you the ability to have various scene modes, right? So you have basically, standard lighting, you can have a police car lighting, you can have candle light, TV simulated lighting, bad light like with a bulb, party, disco, paparazzi kind of stuff. So all of these settings are possible. Now, the actual lighting kit itself is a 60-watt RGB lighting kit, right? I have actually 3. They do come in a 2 model and a 3 model. In my case, the 3 model, not only does it come with the actual lights itself with barn doors, but it comes with 3 stands, 3 power adapters, and the carrying case. Now, it does not include I would say the batteries themselves, but the power adapters are included, and that gives you a lot of flexibility because you can just plug them in and you're set to go. And in my case, that's all I need. Now, as we take a look at the packaging, I have to say that this is one of the best looking, I would say, travel cases that I've seen in a very long time for a system like this. There's a lot of utility here. So first of all, this is a travel bag, and I'm going to try to move this without doing a lot of shaking so we can see it. You can notice it's a briefcase, right? And this is everything that you need to have a mobile studio. In my case, it's not a mobile studio. In my case, all I'm looking to do here is to have it in a fixed area, but I like the fact that if I have to move it, I have this bag. It has 2 components to it. We're going to see what's in the top level first, and then we'll look at what's in the second. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unzipper this side of the bag, and what you find is very well packaged, and this is just as it is, guys, very well packaged. The GVM, these are the lights, right? So we're going to go ahead and open this up. It's a cool experience. Slide it out, just like this. And then here you have the lighting system. Now, the cool thing about this lighting system is that it's pretty complete. When I purchased my first lighting system, there were components or things that were missing. For example, barn doors. I didn't have barn doors, and I regretted it. And I ended up upgrading again. Here, this one comes with barn doors, and check out these barn doors, how nice they are. So you have your barn doors, right? And then you have your panel here, your LED panel, and it also has a diffuser, right? Which is also really nice. So we'll go ahead and close this up and we'll look at the back. Now on the back here you can see that you can power this in two ways. You can either power it using some batteries, or you can power it with a power cord. And then you have various adjustments that you'll be able to take place with the power switch. They do have an app that you'll be able to use to control this, and you'll notice that it has a QR code and the name of the app right here. This is going to mount easily on your mounting stands, and you'll see those on the other side. So if you're questioning, hey, you know, what's on the other side? So we have actually a second. So this is a two light system. And on this side, we have the exact same light, or LED, again with the barn doors again. And you know, as we open this up again, you'll see it has the same barn doors, had the same diffuser, and pretty much it's the same as that one that we saw there. Nice metal construction as well, right? So you have something that feels like it's going to be sturdy, feels like it's going to be durable. Well, let's check and see what's on the other side. Now, as we look at the second side, I'm going to go ahead and open this side up. You're going to find that you have a lot more here. These are your tripods, right? So these are your base. You can see how you have the base here. And you see that we have 3 to work with, because we have a surprise for you. There's an actual third LED. Yeah, 3 of them, baby. So really, this is going to address that specific need so that you can make sure that you eliminate all your shadows. So you'll be able to have one on the left, one on the right, probably even one on the back. So you're going to see how we're going to be setting this up. So here we have the other one. It's exactly like this. We're not going to focus on that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on what do we have here. So we're going to open this up, and once you know, you have 3 power cores. So you literally have everything that you need to get started. Now next we take a closer look at the GVM 880 RSs, but this time in our lab environment, so you can see how we're using the lighting. All right, so now you're getting a view kind of behind the scenes, right? So you saw the printer area, now you're seeing the rest of my basement. And you can see that the panel has these 4 little doors or louvers that you can open and close to direct lighting, and I really like that feature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the dial, right? So we still have, you'll be able to see what's going on as I'm increasing things. And I'm going to go ahead all the way. We're not going to go through every single setting, but you can see how bright that gets. I'm going to bring that down to about that level. Let's bring it all the way down, right? We'll bring it back up. I'm going to place it right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the HSI setting, and I want to just show you what you can expect from a color perspective. You can see how it's doing a really nice job shifting, right? I can increase the brightness if I'd want. So that's that blue. I don't know if that's coming across as blue. But that's, you have that blue, and you can see how you go through the magenta, the red, the yellow, and all the settings. So very, very responsive, and you can see how that works almost like real time. All right, so now let's take a look at the back of each one of the LED panels. So you have the ability to have 2 batteries that you can use to power this, or it does come with the included power, which I think is my favorite thing about this, because I don't have to worry about it. The actual stands are pretty durable, right? They're made out of an aluminum material. They don't tend to wobble or fall over really easily because they have a really good base. And literally what you see here, if I were to go back to like my CCT setting, you'll notice that pretty much the buttons that you see here, these 2 buttons, represent the buttons that I have on the Bluetooth. And then you have your modes, and then you could go ahead and just make some additional changes. You'll see your channels there. You can see all this important information from when it comes to lighting. And as I change things, you can see I'm changing the app, and I just want to show you how real time this is, how it changes and how it impacts the overall lighting. So I can rotate, make things super bright, or I can put things in whatever color area I want. I can turn things off by just tapping that button, turn things back on, right? We'll go into this area as well, and you can see as I'm changing, again, colors, how it looks. Yeah, probably didn't look as good when you were looking straight onto the light, but you can see how those settings are right there. And then if you go into the scenes, you can see that it's going to give you like a scene number, right? It's not really going to tell you, spell things out. But again, incredibly flexible lighting solution when it comes to like at least the type of workflow I have either in my print lab or in one of my other areas. I actually have 3 areas where we record. One, we have kind of like an office setting. 2, and we have also a theater setting. And then we have our print setting that you see right here. So it gives us a lot of flexibility and makes things ultra portable. So guys, that wraps up our review of the GVM 880RS lighting system. Highly recommend it. Been using them for, again, several weeks now. And the only weakness I found was that the app does not allow you to control all lights at the same time. So remember we talked about how you can control them all together using the manual controls. The only thing I wish you can do is do them all at the same time. The fact that these have, again, the barn doors, that it has also the ability to soften the lighting to whatever degree I want. The fact that it has the light actual stands and they're powered, it really is a complete kit. And then forget about talking about the actual case itself, because the case just makes it ultra portable. So I would recommend these for use. We've been really happy with the overall quality, the color grading that we've had to do, the actual shots that we've gotten with them. And again, I think that they have tremendous value. So see you in the next one.